Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Gurave Namaha. I bow to God. I bow to all the divine incarnations. I bow to all the masters of all times and all places. I bow to my beloved Gurudev. I bow to all of you and the entire creation. Om. Amen. It is by the grace of God and Sri Gurudev we have assembled here to commemorate the 50th year of Sri Gurudev's coming to West, and at the same time the 7th anniversary of this ashram, the Temple of Compassion in Texas. And today is the day of the anniversary or the birthday. Why do we celebrate only one day? Or 3 days, 4 days? Why not every day? If there will be program every day celebration. I am not telling celebration, you all be together to make your life as a celebration every day, every moment. We have been discussing since last few days that we are humans, we are conscious, we are assumed to be intelligent. All of us, we have good brain, supposed to be good mind. We all consider ourselves very intelligent. Sometimes I may not be, but I'm thinking that I'm very intelligent. But who stops you to celebrate life every moment? Whom? Do you know? Somebody was having a gloomy face, and the other person saw and asked, why you are showing your gloomy face like this? He said, it's none of your business. He said, yes, if you have sad and gloomy face, stay in your home, in a room, and don't contaminate others with your gloomy face, because others look at you. You'll say, why you are looking at me? Suppose you are, because you are there, you are in my front, I have to look at you. And God gave such beautiful face to you, and why do you make this face ugly? Because if you are sad, unhappy, angry, upset, the face is, who told you? The problem in human life that we are obsessed with our own self so much. Myself. I was reading the book of Vinoba. When he was a little boy, he grew up in village till he was 8-9 years old. During his days in village, they had one jackfruit tree. And the jackfruit tree, when it gives fruit once in a year. So when the baby fruit came, he was telling when it will ripe, when we'll eat. But you have to wait. And he waited long. Now the fruit is ripe and the mother is opening it. What the mother has done, she had made, in India we did in villages, on special occasion or if you don't have too many plates, we make bowls with leaves. Even the same jackfruit leaves you can make bowls, stitching together with the stick of the coconut tree. So she opened and put in every page a chunk of, and he told Vinoba, go and give in the neighbor's home, because he was sitting there to eat. So he was a obedient devotee of his own mother. So he went and gave in everybody's home. And at last then he came and sat down, that you eat now. Vinoba is telling, my mother told, give others and then you eat. Giving others is godlike. Thinking of yourself or hoarding for yourself is hell. If I think of myself, only myself, always, do you know, the problem in human life, if we want to celebrate, suppose I have to give. What I have to give? If I invite people, I have to give them food. I have to give. Life is a celebration at that time when I am ready to give. What can I give? What you have? At least a little smile, sweet words, inspiration. If you can't give anything, who tells you not to smile? Another problem in human life, we always think that life will continue like this. Yes, your donkey life will continue like this for some time, but not forever. It will continue for some days, maybe tomorrow, day after tomorrow. And if you continue like this, again, this drama of this body will finish, but another drama will begin. It is not the end. It's a problem in human life. We don't know that it is such a beautiful gift. Life is a gift. Life is an opportunity. Sri Gurudev told, he said, when I get up from my bed, the first thing I do, I move my hands. Remembering God, I move my hands. Oh God, still I am alive and my body is not paralyzed. Oh God, I am so much grateful to you. Till now there is life and you are breathing through me. This is Gurudev's teaching. If I am grateful that I am alive, and if life is a celebration and it is to give, and how can I give? What can I give? We all have many things good to give, but what happens? We suppress our goodness with all negativities, because we all are potentially divine. Divinity is there, goodness is there. It is there with everybody. But with our ego, emotion, frustration, anger, jealousy, insecurity, fear, comparison, competition, and so on, we make our life really, really a hell, and the problem is there. There is a verse in Sanskrit. Punyasya phalam icchanti, punyam nechanti manavaha, papasya phalam nechanti, papam kurvanti yatnataha. Punyasya phalam icchanti, punyam nechanti manavaha. The humans, they always want good result. This will be good, this will be good, always want good, but they don't do good. Papasya phalam nechanti, they don't want anything bad to happen to me. Papam kurvanti yatnataha, with lots of care, lots of attention, they do negative things. Negative means cherishing negative, and for this, lot of care. This is a problem, human life. We want good result, but we do wrong. And we do not want bad result, but to continue doing wrong, doing bad. For example, since how long are you initiated? We'll tell this many years. How often you are really strict in your practice? I will not allow anything, any negative to me. Sri Gurudev told when I was young, it was nice during those days because there was no crowd, occasional crowd. And sometimes, Gurudev had nobody to be with him. It happened, and it was nice time. And he used to talk, He said, Mother Kali is holding the human head. What does it mean? Holding the human head means keep your head under control. Keep your brain under control, keep your mind under control, keep your sense organs under control. This is why she is holding the human head. Other hand, the sword is punishment. If you do not keep your head under control, your mind under control, punishment. Why Mother Kali is biting her own tongue? Gurudev is telling. You might have seen the picture. Gurudev said, keep your tongue under control all the time. Keep your tongue under control all the time. We have been discussing since few days about deed. Yesterday we discussed about 3 types of deed. With the mind, thoughts, thinking is a deed. One person was sitting under a tree. He was tired and he was feeling it's cool rest, and there was little cool breeze was coming. I'm so hungry. Immediately delicious food came. Delicious food. He ate I need some drink. Immediately drink. Then I want to rest. If there would have been a little bed, immediately bed came. He lied down on the bed. Then he's thinking, what is happening here? Whatever I wish, everything is fulfilled. I wanted food, food is there. I wanted some drink, drink is there. I wanted bed, bed is there. If the tiger will come and eat me, the tiger came and he did not know that this tree is a special tree, wish-fulfilling tree. And under this wish-fulfilling tree, when all these wishes are fulfilled, why can't you wish higher things, better things? You're thinking negative. Human life, human body, it is wish-fulfilling tree. We all. And whatever is our thought means the wish, the desire. And today or tomorrow it will come. Today or tomorrow, be careful. Did I think all these things to happen? You don't know. You don't know what you are thinking. To be careful of your own thought, own words, and then deed. out of these three, deed is much less. Words in the middle and thinking a lot. Day and night we are thinking. Is this thought useful or useless? I am also thinking. Paramahansa Yogananda said, read a little, meditate more, think of God all the time. All the time, thought of God, God conscious, all the time. Are you following it? Time is going away. It will not wait for you or me. And we expect good result, but we do the opposite thing. How can we get good result? Thoughts, words and deeds. Those who are from India, mostly they know about Ravana and Kumbhakarna. Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu. You know? You know? And the other two? Wait. Huh? Huh? No, that I told. The other two only which I didn't tell. You are all great scholars. Shishupala and Dantavakra. That, do you know who they were? Who were there? Jaya Vijaya. Who are Jaya Vijaya? Now I am telling the story. Not the story, the history. Ancient history. In one kalpa, Devahuti and Kardama, they had two sons, Jaya and Vijaya. And they were great scholars, great devotees, well disciplined, expert in rituals, lover of the Lord, always in conscious of Lord Narayana, and in every breath, Om Namo Narayana, every breath, they had vision of the Lord whenever they wanted. They were such blessed. During their lifetime, a king whose name is Marutta wanted to have a big celebration, yajna, sacrifice. He invited these two brothers to officiate as the priests in this celebration. They came, and you are royal guest, and you are doing this ritual. And after this yajna, the king gave a lot of gifts to them. Now what happened? They came back. They saw a lot of things. So there was, what you will take, what I will take. Now the problem started. You, me. What is in Hindi? Tu, me. You and me. Do you know, the problem in human life is you and me, you and I. The solution in human life, we. The problem in human life is you and I, and the solution is we. If we, then there is no conflict. We will eat, we will sit, we will go, no problem. So, when they had this conflict, one cursed the other, be a crocodile. Jaya is telling Vijaya, one brother, be a crocodile. And he said, be an elephant. You know, they were such great elevated soul, but momentary unhappiness, anger, but they cool down. It is said that the good people, if at all they become victim of anger, it is for a moment. Then they immediately repent, they ask forgiveness. And the other people, they carry this life after life. So they realized the mistake. They prayed to God. God came. Lord Vishnu appeared. Said, okay, when you have told this, it will come true. You will have to be born as a crocodile and you will be born as an elephant. What? From this elevated, exalted life going to the animals? Yes, you will be. You became victim of anger for a moment and you played this and you will have that anger for each other. Because you planted the seed. Be careful. That is your deed. And the result is awaiting for you. But don't worry. Because you are devotee of me, I will liberate you. I will liberate you. So, you know, the karma, the deed, they were reborn as crocodile and the elephant. Because they did good deed, the crocodile was living in the river Gandaki. It is a holy river. Every stone of that river is Shaligram, Lord Vishnu. It's a very holy river. And this, the other brother, Vijaya, the elephant, so he lived in nearby forest. It was the month of Kartika, which is considered as a very holy and auspicious month. And elephant wanted to have dip in the river. And when came for dip, crocodile cut. And the brother, Mr. Crocodile, and elephant, elephant is trying to get, okay. Now, they were liberated. They became the attendants of Lord Vishnu in Vaikuntha, and there are different stages of mukti, liberation. One is called as Sarupya, you will appear as God. Salokya, you will live in the same abode. So, they were living there. Do you know? Again they committed mistake, for which they were born 3 lives as asuras. From 2 brothers, crocodile and elephant, in the abode of the Lord, again back into asura's life. All the play of mind, all the play of ego, even you will tell, even in that stage it happens. Remember, be careful. Some people think that I have put on monk's clothes, I am great. No. I am a teacher, I am sitting here, I am great. No. Be very careful. Even one can downfall from any place, any time. Be careful. So the purpose of telling this incident, the thought, words and deeds. All these are thoughts, words and action. All 3 are deed. Thought is deed. Words are deed. Day and night we are speaking. What we are speaking? somebody running behind me asking, are you going to eat in the evening or not? Mind is, you see, mind is in God, mind is in Guru, or mind is in Guru's belly. Some people in India, they do fasting. And they plan what will be the breakfast. On the day of fasting, they plan for the breakfast, what to be prepared, and they spend a lot of time for making arrangement for the next day breakfast. Is it fasting? Your mind is in breakfast. Is it celebration? This is where is your mind? Why? You will tell, it is love for the teacher. It is not love for the teacher. You don't know in what the teacher gets love. Teacher is happy. You don't know. You think that food will make him happy or this will make him happy. But teacher wants, how the parents will be happy. If the child is good. Today I saw a couple, they have 2 children, one daughter, the elder, the boy is autistic. And I know how challenging for the parents to deal with an autistic child. So, how much struggle the parents do or they did. But did we ever think that what activity of mind will make the parents happy? You will tell Hiranyakashipu was a father. He wanted his son to follow him, but the son did not follow him. He was unhappy. So this is the exception. So don't follow the father if the father is like Hiranyakashipu, extremely materialistic. The son is extremely spiritual. So there was conflict of ideal. So this. However, come back here to our discussion. Where is our mind? What type of thought? Which type of words coming from our mouth? And what we are doing the whole day? Vinoba is telling, when he is talking about his mother, it is said that Vinoba, whenever he spoke about his mother, he cried. In public, he cried. When he spoke of Lord Rama, he cried. And when he spoke of Gandhi, 3. Lord Rama, his own mother, and Gandhi, whenever he spoke, he literally cried. So, Vinoba is telling, my mother was busy whole day doing, but either she was chanting or singing. Either she was chanting or singing and doing. And it was the life of, the mothers in India. When I am reading of Vinoba's mother, immediately thought of my own mother is coming. So, the same thing. Mind is not in, she is cooking, she is cleaning, she is chanting and singing and doing everything joyfully. And what we are speaking? Nowadays, even if it is not so urgent to speak because of this mobile telephone, and we speak a lot or we write. Nowadays, I told somebody that we should have a new definition of silence. Somebody might be thinking I am in silence and he is chatting. Chatting is not a part of silence. Not talking with the mouth, but your hand is talking and your mind is talking. So, sitting in front of the television, it's not silence. Or YouTube, it is not silence. You will tell I am in silence, but I am watching good lecture or this. No, it is not silence. Because you allow your mind to be engaged Real silence is to be free from all these addictions. These are all addictions. So, how you can, I was at one place, I love books. There was no books. For months and months, I didn't touch book. No book. I love books. I carry a lot of books with me. For months, I didn't touch book. No computer. I didn't write. Gurudev told me, every day you write. But during those days, nothing writing, nothing reading. To see that, because the mind gets, engaged. But mind is engaged with the book, but mind should be engaged with God. You will tell, watching my breath and reading, yes, it is all right. But train your mind to be completely with God day and night. Day and night, not thinking of book, not thinking of anything, just in God. Is mind ready? So, however, we should be very careful of what we do moment to moment, every day, how I speak, how I behave, Gurudev said, when people come to me, I see how they walk, how they sit, how they look. When anybody came to Gurudev will look at even people's chest. People can't understand why he's looking at your breath. He is looking at your breath from the movement of your chest. He will be looking like this. You will be thinking, why he's looking like this? Where? He's looking, how is your breath? And to me, my Gurudev, he had, his eyes were more powerful than X-ray machine. I'll tell one incident. It is not a story. Gurudev was in a disciple's home, and Gurudev lived in different disciples' home, not that whenever he traveled. So, some people come for meditation, satsang. So, one person came and sat in the back. So, Gurudev looked at him. Then when the satsang was over, people were bowing. Gurudev told that person, sit down. When everybody left, he called him, said, can you tell me a little bit more about you? Do you know what he said? He said, why you are asking this to me? He said, I see a completely black aura, black halo on your head. It is not a good sign. He said, today I have murdered a person. He told, today I have murdered a person. I was feeling very agitated. Somebody said, I heard that Sadhu is here, I just came. He said, thank you, told this to me, confessed. Go to the police station and surrender. Then Gurudev didn't say, then what happened? I didn't ask, he didn't say. The thing is, where is our mind? What type of mind? What type of thought? As I told you, Gurudev's eyes were. Life is an opportunity, and the opportunity will not remain all the time in our hands. Health is an opportunity. Health will not be all the time as it is. Company of the teacher is an opportunity. It will not be all the time available. For example, you have come, you have to go. So, how we are using every opportunity, in which way? A little carelessness will cause chaos. A little carelessness, even a little slip of tongue. Do you know, you have heard or read about Draupadi when their new city, capital city was inaugurated in Indraprastha. Kauravas were there for this celebration. And do you know what Yudhishthira did? Yudhishthira kept Duryodhana. Duryodhana, you have come here, you should do some seva. He said, yes, I am ready to serve. He said, you be in charge of the storeroom. He said, yes, I will be. Storeroom means you will see all the treasure. Karna, you know, Karna was the right hand of Duryodhana, and he was very charitable, and that was his good quality. Whoever asked anything, he gave. You be in the charge of charity, give. So Duryodhana is getting, you know, so much, and Karna is telling, let us give, make it empty. Don't worry, let us give. But nothing is given, you know, Gurudev said, the more you give, the more you get. Gurudev said, in Bengali, Jatoi karibe dan, tato jabe bede. The more you smile, the more you will get smiled. The more you help others, you will be helped more. The more you love others, you will be loved more. The more you give, the more you get. But the more you want, you will get nothing. The more you want, you will be in trouble. However, so Duryodhana was walking and Draupadi was in the balcony, and the house, the palace, the architect was such skillful, and he designed in such amazing stones. It looks like water, but it is dry. It looks like dry, but there is water. So thinking it is water, he was lifting up the clothes, and thinking it is dry, he was going with regular clothes. Draupadi laughed. And it is said, I think it is not in the Mahabharata, but you know, there are many Mahabharatas. Draupadi said, the son of the blind is blind. The son of the blind is blind. Can you imagine? It came out. Telling the son of the blind, who is the father? Your own in-law. You are disrespecting your elders. You are humiliating your brother-in-law. And the result was battle. The result was battle. Draupadi was humiliated. Draupadi was humiliated in the, you know, she was dragged into the court and to disrobe her. It was in human civilization from past till present. Nowhere this type of thing would happen in any parliament or any place. It was, and this story is, Draupadi was holding her own sari and trying to defend herself. I will tell another story. The story is Lord Vishnu, Narayana and Lakshmi, they are playing dice. While they are playing dice, immediately Lord Narayana said, just a moment, I am coming. So he left. And Mother Lakshmi knows that surely some devotee in trouble or some urgent work, he will come back. But in no time he came back. He said, what? You came just now? And he said, yes, I was going, because there was a sadhu who has no clothes completely, but he was walking and children were throwing stones at him. So I wanted to help him. But before I wanted to go, then I saw that he has lifted up stones and and trying to throw at the children. And when he is believing in tit for tat, let him suffer. Why should I interfere? We live tit for tat, and again we tell why God is not helping. However, come back to Draupadi. So when she was feeling miserable because unable to protect herself, she lifted up one hand and trying to cover up the body with the other hand and praying to God, "Oh Krishna, please come and help me." Lord Krishna is not coming. And Dushasana and when she found that I cannot protect myself, it is said that she lifted up both the hands, and then Lord Krishna appeared and made that one sari as 10 million saris length. And he is disrobing because sari is not ending. And his head started reeling and fell down. And that was, mount of sari. Long after, Draupadi one day asked Lord Krishna, "My beloved, I have a question." He said, "Yes." "Why did you not come and help me when I was in trouble?" He said, "Yes, I was ready to help, but you didn't want." He said, "How?" He said, "First you wanted to defend yourself. So I thought, okay, you defend yourself, why should I help? Then you wanted one hand praying." Sometimes people, they want to bow. They don't bow complete. With one hand they do like this. Who tells you to bow? If you don't bow, nobody is getting unhappy. They are not hungry of your bow. And if you bow in it. So in India it is a very common practice. So you are going in front of a temple. So those who walk, they stand, and some people then remove the shoe, bow down and go. If you have no time, no time. God knows that you have no time. I'll tell another story. It is not story, it's real. I know a monk, and I also studied from him. He's now in his 80s, maybe closer to 80 or 80 plus. So whenever he came to Puri to have darshan of Lord Jagannath, I'm telling when he was young, many times you cannot have darshan because there is something going on. But there is one image of Lord Jagannath near the entrance. So he said, this image is enough for me. Because inside the Lord has no time for me, I have no time for him. Because I have to go, I have no time to wait. So if you have no time, I have no time. So near the entrance he bowed and goes joyfully. People going on the bicycle, they do their head like this or one hand like this and going in front of the temple. Who tells you to do like this? Does God want this? So then Lord Krishna said, you first lifted up one hand and praying. You prayed to me. He said, yes, I prayed desperately. What did you pray? You say, O Dwarakadhish. So I had to go to Dwaraka and to start from there. I will tell another story. The story is, the Hindus have many names of God. And Christians got one name, God. So people were going by the boat. There was a Hindu, there was a Christian. So the boat sank. The Christian prayed, "Oh God, help me." God came and helped him. And when Hindu started praying, "Oh Lord Rama," then "Oh Krishna," "Oh Shiva," and God is not coming. He's telling, "Oh God, I am praying to you, you are not coming." He said, "Yes, I am here, but you are not calling me, you are calling," because when you tell Krishna, I'll have to be Krishna and come. If you tell Shiva, I'll have to be Shiva. Firmness in one. Do you understand me? However, Lord Krishna asked Draupadi, "You said Dwarakadhish, I had to go to Dwaraka and then to come." It took it. Then immediately you told, "Oh, Vaikuntha-dhipati, reside in Vaikuntha, in space." So I had to go and come back. So when you said, "Oh, the indweller of heart, save yourself, protect yourself, you are in me," at that time I manifested. Do you know another thing I did? I first had to see that you are worthy of getting this help from me or not. Because life is the seed and fruit. Have you ever planted some seed to get this? So then what did you do? And then I remembered, Lord Krishna is telling, I remembered once you did. He said, "What did I do?" He said, "Do you know, one day I had some injury in my finger and there was bleeding. So others were running to bring cotton, bandage, medicine, and it was bleeding. And you tore your own sari immediately and tied it on my finger. So you gave me 2 inches wide, 6 inches long sari, from a piece of your sari and tied on my finger. And because of this, you got this much of sari." It is a story, but the message of the story, as we sow, as is our deed, so is our reward. Whatever is happening to me, whom shall I blame? Should I blame you? Do you know? When Gurudev was traveling all alone, you can imagine, he started coming to West in 67. And he was telling, "I traveled so much, I went to this place, I went to that place." And he narrated all these stories. And I was feeling really sad, inwardly. Such a beautiful person, and who is doing everything for others, nothing for him, everything for others. And at his old age, he's working all alone, and he used to write, his letters. He used to write and reply. He could have, he could have made little like office, you come and do this. He could have done this, but he was more, like an ordinary person he lived. Whenever I came, he said, "Can you help me to write?" I was happy. So he dictated and I took note and wrote letters and all this. I was thinking, why nobody is accompanying him? If I would have been capable, I could have gone and served him. That was my thought. So, do you know what happened? 29 years of exile. That was the thought. You thought to help. Huh? Thought is the seed you planted. You wanted to help me. Yes, and help me. No complaint. So, life is that. Life is, as I told you, is a tree. A tree gives. Do you know, there are 2 types of trees. You know the two types of trees? In the Samskrita Mahabharata, in the beginning, these 2 verses are there. about two trees. One is tree of the Kauravas, one is the tree of the Pandavas. Kauravas, Duryodhana Manyumaya Mahadrumaha, Skandha Karna Sakunistasya Sakha, Dussasana Puspe Phale Samruddhe. This is one tree. Mulam Raja Dhritarashtra Manishi. The other tree, Yudhishthira Dharmamaya Mahadrumaha, Skandha Arjuna Bhimastasya Saka, Madri Sutau Puspe Phale Samruddhau, Mulam Krishna Brahmacha Brahmanasya. These are two trees. Duryodhana, the trunk of the root of the tree is Dhritarashtra, the blind king. The trunk of the tree is Karna. The leaves and fruits and flowers, Dussasana. The other tree, the opposite root is Krishna. The trunk is Arjuna. Branches, Bhima. Leaves and fruits and flowers. What type of tree I am? A tree is known by the fruit it gives. If I am a tree, what type of fruit, what type of flower, what type of... Yesterday I was searching for a fruit. Do you know? Its name is testberry. You know this? You don't know? It is from Africa. Its other name is miracle berry. Do you know about it? I only know. I have not seen or tasted. It is really an amazing berry. It has very low sugar content, red color. If you eat it, then whatever you eat, it will be sweet. Even if you eat citrus fruit, it will be sweet. In the mouth, the taste of sweetness will be there. Testberry, miracle berry. It grows in the western part of Africa. However, God is the testberry. If God is in mouth, everything will be sweet. Even the sour thing will be sweet. Even troubles will be sweet. Even the disease will be sweet. Even the difficulties will be sweet because testberry in mouth. You have testberry means God. If God is in mouth, God is in mind, then thoughts will be good, words will be good, actions will be good, result will be good. And do you know what type of fruit we are giving? Think of it. A tree is known by the fruit. A guru is known by the disciple. The disciple will tell what disciple will tell means the conduct, the life, the success of the disciple will tell what type of guru he or she had or has. A tree is known by the fruit. The guru is known by the disciple. We are known by our words. Others can't know our thoughts. What I am thinking, somebody said, you know, sometimes I become upset. Sometimes I shout and scream. Sometimes I become like this. You don't know how much love I have for you. The other one said, yes, that might be, but I am not Lord Rama to tear your heart and to see that I am there within. Or you are not Hanuman to tear and show your heart that with little thing to know. Gurudev said, you cook everything nicely. And after cooking everything nicely, in old times in India, people were cooking with the kerosene lamp. Cooking means the light, for the light kerosene lamp. By mistake, drops of kerosene fell into the cooking bowl, cooking pot. Don't know what will happen. You cook nicely. A similarly very nice relationship we had. Only once do you understand me? I lost my temper. Relationship is gone. Only once. No patience. The other one has no patience. Okay, he was always nice. One day he became like this. There might be something. I'll be nice. What has happened? Why one is reacting like this? Other has no patience. This. Gurudev said, in one pot of milk, one drop of poison makes the food completely poison. Similarly, a single word, it spoils the relationship. And forget about our doing. However, we are happy to discuss these few days the thought on the deed. So, as I told you, need, greed, and deed. Let us close our eyes for a moment. With deep love, let us think of God and Sri Gurudev. Let us pray to God and Gurudev, O God, O Gurudev, help me to be very clear about my own need and let these needs be very minimum, as much is needed. As minimum is needed, I'll be content. Help me not to be infected with the virus of greed in any way, at any time. I'll be very strict to it. Bless me, O God and Gurudev. I'll be careful of my own thoughts, words, and activities, my deed. I will spend my every breath in your love. I will cultivate good thoughts, positive thoughts. I'll speak with love, speak with joy, and speak what is good for others, and that will be ultimately good for me. And whatever ability I have, I'll serve my activities for the good of others. Life is to give. I will give goodness and godliness in my thoughts, words, and activities. Bless me, O God, to celebrate my life. Every moment, every breath, such opportunity. I bow to you again and again. Let us pray with Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha. Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha. Sarve Santu Niramayah. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhak Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Let all be healthy and happy. Let all be noble and divine. Let there be no suffering anywhere. I bow to God. I bow to all the divine incarnations. I bow to all the masters and saints and sages of all times and all places. I bow to our beloved Gurudev on this special day. I bow to all of you and the entire creation. I pray for this place. Let this temple of compassion be really a place of flow of love and compassion, kindness and service. with our individual and collective efforts, with our prayer and meditation. Let there be peace, progress and prosperity everywhere. Om